Yeah, so we're back on this Triumph Bonneville. So you might have seen I've cleaned the injectors, tested them, so I'm hoping that I can just put these back in. I've replaced a few O-rings on the fuel line. So let's see if we can fit these back on. These out of the way. So a little bit tight down this gap. Oops. So you've got like a big, I don't know what you call it, pressure sensor? Yeah. So I've got to get through there. Not ideal. So I could always take the intake rubbers off one side, possibly fit it on the other side. That might work in our favour. Let's try it. I'm not sure I got them out. Oh yes, I separated them in half, didn't I? So go and get an Allen key. There we go. So we'll go around the other side and fit this first, I think, and then, well, actually we'll fit that after. Put it on from this side. Yeah, that actually works quite well. Okay. Right. There's a chance of rain, so I'll stick in the garage, I think. At least these rubbers aren't too bad. Quite soft. Ooh, right, I'm just going to check this O-ring, if you can see that, this O-ring here, make sure that doesn't come out. That's good. So I'll have to look back at my footage and see if I've got this cable on the right way around, because was it black or grey on this side? That's the question. Have a quick look at my video. Yeah, I had a bit of a worry about these wires, you know, for the fuel injection. So there's two colours, there's black and grey, and I wasn't sure if I got this on the right way, but it is the right way. So black on this side, grey on the other. Don't forget these map sensors. So I'm going to fight on with the throttle cable now. Yep, so I'll put this rubber back on. That's that. So the fuel line won't go on I don't think. You're joking. That can't be possible. Surely they would make it so you could remove it. There's no way that's going to fit. So I'm going to have to, because I haven't got that clamped up, I'm going to have to take that one off again and try and get this line fitted. I don't know if you can see that, but where the fuel line connects, there's not enough room in here. Because I took the fuel line off before fitting these, thinking it would be able to be put on afterwards, but you can't. So I'm going to have to take this side off again, try and lower this side down. Yeah, so slide that down. I need to take it off this rubber now. Pop the rubber off. There. Do we have enough room to get it on now? That's the question. It's better. Not perfect though. Take this spanner out of the way. Right, get that right out the way. Because the fuel line on these is fixed, so you can't rotate it forward or back. Oh, we've got it on. Yeah, we're okay. Right, just got to check that O-ring because I can see it starting to pull out of its holder. Yeah, it's still in place, so it just needs to be pushed back into alignment. Put that on there. Breather system, and then the tank, wiring, and that's it, I think. Fuel tank can go on now, I think. And then get a battery. Let me just check. So all this is on. Map sensor. I need to tighten up the spark plugs, I think. Doesn't matter which plug you put on because they use the same coil. So let's hope this is the last time the tank comes. Comes off. What goes on? Just the wiring to hook back up, and this little vent line. Is the one on this side, or is it the other side? There's like an overflow pipe that has to go on the bottom of the tank somewhere. Oh. Okay, so battery's hooked up. Let's hope we've got no leaks with the fuel system. So when you have a dry system, it will take a while for it to start, so don't expect it to start up straight away, and then we'll see what it runs like, if it runs at all. Ooh, straight away sounds like a twin. Spoke too soon. Now it hasn't got, it's got a choke setting on the carb, so I might put that on as well. But we're getting some heat in this header now. Let's try the other one. Yeah, we're getting heat in that one too. So the engine warning light is on still. So I'll put the microphone on the bike. In fact, you can hear it from the back a bit better. Right, I'll let that run for, oh, I don't know. I'll let that run for 20 minutes or so, I think. And then come back and change the oil. The question arose about storing a bike like this. What's the best advice? So, two things. I think you need a full tank of fuel, and you need to keep that topped up over the years. And routinely starting it, although it's not ideal, it does keep everything clean, so keeps the fuel from going sort of like crystallized, I guess. My personal experience, I think two-stroke oil could be the way forward. Anyway, one issue which may come up with a bike that's stood for a very long time is your clutch plates will stick. So I'm going to see if this bike's going to have that problem. So with clutch plates, they'll stick if you leave your bike for a length of time. The way to fix it is to pull the clutch lever in and tie it in and leave the clutch overnight, a few days or however long it takes. And a few warm up, like running the bike actually helps as well, so a bit of heat. So we'll see if the clutch is stuck on this bike. I'm going to try and stand it up with the wires hanging out of it. So I'll put the front brake on, clutch in. Oh, and look at that. It's absolutely fine. That's the clutch drag. So yeah, it's absolutely fine, the clutch. Maybe it's because I had the clutch lever, like last time I was here, I had the clutch lever wrapped around, so possibly it would have been stuck before, but anyway, it's all good. So yeah, I'm just going to do an oil change on it, and I think that's it really for this video, to be honest. Catch up to you at the end. Okay, so that's the brake fluid done. Just top it up a bit more. Right, I'll just catch up with you. So I've changed the oil, and oh, you can't do it on this. So changed the oil, and then I've had to go through a bit of trial and error trying to figure out which O2 sensor is faulty. Still coming up with errors. Let's do that again. Error clearing. Confirm. Yeah, so unplugging one, turning the ignition on, vice versa, etc, etc. So I've got both the O2 sensors plugged in. Not sure why it's coming up as a fault, but it's started up. I think it's got to be started or something. So if I just come out of that. Yeah, so number one is the left one, number two is the right one. and I got the right one to come up as a fault. So number 2 came up as a fault, so I knew that number 1 was the left, etc. Alright, looks like it's worked. No engine management light's gone out, so I think I can safely say this bike's fixed. Just confirm that with the diagnosis machine. And we can get this old O2 sensor out. Yes, so faulty O2 sensor. So that's all fixed now. We just confirm it with the diagnosis tool. It's a bit slow with these early Triumphs, I think, that's the only thing. So when you reset it, it doesn't show, you know, the fault's clear until you actually start it up and run it for a bit. All fixed. Right, that's that. That concludes this bike. So there's 2 other videos for this one, guys, if you want to watch them. Basically this bike's stood for 10 years. Fuel pump was stuck the first time I went out to it, then we came back with the fuel tank, and the injectors were blocked, so brought them back today, fitted them obviously, as you've seen. And the O2 sensor, we detected that on the last visit as well, so it's got a new one of them. And change the oil, change the brake fluid, so this bike will be good for another year. And I said to the customer, you could to sort of stop the worst of the petrol issues, you can put 2-stroke oil in the fuel. So I'm going to put a bit of 2-stroke oil in this tank, so that when he does come back with some fresh petrol, it can get like a little bit of protection that way. So the 2-stroke oil is what I like at the moment. It's quite easy to get hold of. It lubricates things, you know, fuel pump, etc. But he hasn't got a battery yet. I'll cross that bridge another day, I think, for this bike. But I'll leave that loose there like that. Right, that's great. I'm happy. Everything's fixed. It's got 2-stroke oil in the tank now, so it'll buy him some time if he wants to leave it for another few years. Anyway, thanks for watching.